Hi guys! How's it going? Today I want to tell you a story. A story about this painting that I painted earlier this year. A story about a beautiful dish. Here goes. Have any of you ever felt dirty? Have any of you felt that there is nothing good in you? Have any of you felt like inside and out, you're ugly, you're worthless? Let me tell you something. I lived there for many years, feeling like I was dirty, ugly, worthless, annoying, like nobody cared about me, like I was hated. Ever since I was about 11 or 12, I remember thoughts going in my head telling me that I was dirty, I was ugly, I was fat, and there was no good in me. And here, let me take this off before it stays there forever. But just to show you, that's what I felt like. I felt dirty. I felt dirty. I didn't know. I didn't know what God said about me, and things that others did to me, actions, words. It made me feel more dirty, more defiled. And for years, I lived in that place. I lived in that place of struggling, of feeling worthless, and eventually it got so bad that I would just hear voices in my head saying, "Kill yourself. You're never going to make it. You're worthless. You're trash. Why even try? Just give up. There's nothing good in you." And this past year, I finally was able to find some help. But it takes a long time for thought patterns to diminish and to stop ruling your mind, especially if it's been years. And I was going to God. One day I was struggling. I was feeling dirty and ugly and like, yeah, people thought I was happy on the outside, but they didn't see the pain on the inside. How ugly I felt. How dirty, how worthless I felt. And so one day I was struggling with those thoughts, and I just laid down in my bed and cried out to God. I said, "God, what do you see? Because all I see is dirt. I don't see anything good in myself. I'm hurting, and I want to know what you see. I can't hide anything from you. You already know everything already." And I just laid there. I surrendered my heart, and I listened for what God would say. And then a picture started forming in my mind. A beautiful picture. I looked, and it was a picture of a man's hand holding a beautiful dish. It was like periwinkle blue, the color of the sky right before the sun sets. It was so beautiful. It was shiny with intricate designs all over the outside, painted very nicely like it just came out of the painter's shop. And a gentle voice said, "This is what I see, take a look. You bring me so much pleasure, perfectly created, exquisitely fashioned, a beautiful masterpiece, my treasure." And then a hand lifted a lid off the dish, and the gentle voice said, "I'm not finished, look inside. You're pure and clean, but oh, there's dust. Let me wash you with my water. My strong hand you can always trust." I surrendered my heart, and I saw a fountain of water flowing out from above and pouring into the dish. And the voice said, "Now you're spotless, with no blemish, perfectly clean and shining white. That's how I see you, my precious child. You're pure and blameless in my sight." I was happy, and I said to God, Oh, my Papa, my heart is grateful. Yes, I choose to believe that you make me pure and holy. Your vision I receive. And just like that, the vision faded away, and I was left feeling refreshed, feeling clean, feeling pure, feeling beautiful. And that is just what God's words did to me. They made me clean. They made me holy. But that's not the end of my story. Thought patterns take a long time to work through and get rid of. And there was people in my life who echoed God's voice. People who were there telling me, you're beautiful, you are clean. The past does not define you. You are not a bother. You are not too much. You are not annoying. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are God's treasure. And as I started believing the words of God and the words of what others said, I was able to receive them in my heart and really believe them, not just know them in my head. I was able to take them in and actually believe them and rest in the fact and trust the people and trust God that what He says is true. Those other voices that said, kill yourself, you're worthless, you're trash, you don't belong here, those other voices began to fade away in the distance. Kind of like if you hear sirens, like an ambulance driving away or something, it just gets slower and or the sound just gets lighter and softer, and pretty soon they're gone. And that's what happened with those voices. In the last couple months, I've noticed that they're just not there. They're fading away. They're gone. I'm free. I no longer am living feeling dirty, feeling defiled, feeling worthless. I feel holy. I feel clean. I feel like God loves me. I feel like others love me. I feel like there's hope for me. I feel like there's a future for me. And I look forward to living. So if you ever feel discouraged, if you feel dirty, if you feel worthless, I want to tell you that God loves you and you are beautiful. You are clean. You are holy. Your past does not define you. You are not a bother. You are not too much. You are God's treasure. You are God's masterpiece. And if you know someone who is struggling with their self-worth, tell them these things. Tell them that they are a treasure. Tell them that they're not too much. Tell them that they are worth more than they ever could imagine. Tell them these things. Echo God's words, because God's words are true. And I am so happy, and I sing to God. Oh, my Papa, my heart is great.